I'm Police Superintendent Hildo Grande Sana. I belong to the Directorate for Human Resource and Doctrine Development. He is the one responsible for the conduct of training, even development of the knowledge, skills, and attitude of our police officers. Gusto ko lang pong susunugan yung pag-come up ito pong National Action Plan that I guess has been initiated by a combination of the private and government institutions. But there is also one thing that probably the outcome of this action plan will have to be anticipated by the government itself. And this has something to do with the role of the NGOs. We have to appreciate the fact that while the NGOs have been so active in dealing with all cases of women and children who are into conflict or post-conflict situation, and I guess this is something that we may never experience at all, similar to what other countries have experienced. The role of the NGOs, I guess, is so crucial that even its report is being premium by the United Nations. Sans the reports that may be substantiated by the government itself. Now, we experienced even before that when it comes to children in armed conflict situations, some NGOs do not really share reports of children being subjected to a lot of violations of human rights. And yet, even the government itself was claiming that there really are less violations of children in armed conflict situations. Probably the other side, yes. But from the point of view of the military or even the police engaged in field operations, there is really less number of children being used as either combatants, spies, or warriors. However, from the point of view of the NGOs, seemingly there is a gap between relationships of the government towards the NGOs. The question here is, ma'am, yung NGOs pa would be so kind enough because we give it to you. After all, some of our reports are taken from the NGO reports. The issue there is, will the NGO be kind enough to even project the Philippines as a haven for peacekeepers, peace builders, and all, and not project this as sort of similarly experiencing what other countries are having as far as post-conflict situations are concerned, even those who are still in conflict situations. Kasi mahirap po on the part of the Philippine government, especially the security forces, to say that we really are protecting the rights of children. It happened in the past, way back in 2000, when the government herded these communities of women and children from the boondocks down to the Pikit municipalities. Nandun pa rin po yung evacuation centers. This is actually being initiated by the government. And it never happened in other countries. We probably may have had NGOs initiating a lot of efforts, but in other countries, even in the fact that wala pa po tayong mga conflict situation, but in other countries, the creation of an NGO alone is so difficult for some women who are initiating this kind of effort. There is, I would like to go beyond the implementation of action plan because at the least you can expect from the PNP without fear of contradiction that this will really be given positive outlook on the part of the PNP in terms of policy, systems, and procedures. The issue there is maybe be reporting time. Maybe next year, how will the Philippines be projected before the UN? Will it be considered as bordering on the negative? Or are we going to see ourselves as if we are still above other countries who really are experiencing extreme violations of human rights, of women, especially?
Malawak yung spectrum ng NGOs. So, isa yung reality yon. So, may iba-ibang grupo. Minsan hindi lang madalas, hindi rin magkakasundo yung pag sinabing civil society, no? So, that's part of the reality. May iba-iba rin perspectives, meron din ibang ideological perspective. So, hindi natin ma-assure kung ano yung may iba na no matter what, meron ganitong nilalabas, depende sa kanilang mga ideological perspectives din. No? So, pero siguro ang mahalaga, ideally, dapat din kung merong report na hinahanda, merong pag-aayos naman ng the important thing talaga, ano yung katotohanan ilalabas. Hopefully, yung mga, meron din namang efforts among some of the civil society groups na magkaroon na accountability in terms of being factual, being, also in our own practices, in our own management of funds, meron din attempt to be accountable. Pero unfortunately, minsan hindi rin namin masakop lahat ng NGO kasi may kanya-kanyang grupo po. So siguro yun lang ang isang reality, but hopefully at the UN level and in the reporting level, meron ding mechanisms for ensuring na factual at ayos lang yung mga reporting on issues like that.
We should not credit or attribute those medyo negative reports in regard to the use of children in armed conflict to civil society organizations in the Philippines alone. Because last year, the Special Representative to the SecGen on the use of children in armed conflict made a special visit to the Philippines. And this was not because of a report prepared by any NGO in the Philippines, but as a result of a fact-finding mission that the UN itself conducts. So this is independent of any civil society opinion or perception. So the UN, of course, tries to be as thorough, as objective in its missions to ferret out the facts. So the fact that the SecGen's SR on children in armed conflict made a visit here, well, I think that speaks for itself. That there is, disturbing level or degree of use of children in armed conflict. Whether or not we agree with it,